everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co-host, Terry Suzuki from Kikaru Spiritual Journeys. Hi, Terry. How are you this
Hi,
afternoon?
hi, Jean. I am doing really well. It's a great day. After the 4th, our neighborhood is all cleaned up from all the fireworks we had exploding all night.
After the show.
Yep. And so it's very, very nice day. And I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so it's not too hot. But I hear over on your side of the coast, it's very hot.
We reached 100 today. Well, it was, I, I don't really, I just try and find out if it's going to rain or storm. I don't really watch the temperatures too much. I know that in July and August it's going to be hot, but I wasn't really expecting it to reach 100. So, those little, we have like a thermometer outside that we use for our inside information. Hey,
Mhm.
Cody's here and Polly's here and Lottie B. Hi, everybody. There's
Yeah. Well,
Lottie. Polly's back. Here's Cody. Hey, Cody. You and I have to get together, dude, and maybe do a collaboration somehow. And James Davis is here. Jenny Berlin. Rush. Hello, hello, hello. And Eileen is here. Aw, calming, positive white light to everyone. And love and calming. That's so sweet. Thank you, Eileen. And Denise Hammond is here. Hi, Denise. So nice to see you. Did I say Jenny Berlin? And
yes.
so Jenny Berlin is displaying for us. We're going to be taking questions or requests at random. We would really love it if you would put your requests in all caps and maybe some emojis. And what the format is that we're going to do. I'm starting the questions now, everybody. So if you want one, you can put it in like that. And what we're going to do is pull a random ascended master card.
Yeah.
And, and then we're going to tune in and I'm sorry, I meant to start that. And we're going to tune in to the Ascended Master and ask them for a message for you.
Yeah. And what's nice about Ascended Master's message is even if you're not the one requesting the message, if the message speaks to your heart, you can take that message as well. And like Jean said, we have a deck full of Ascended Master cards, and we'll shuffle and pull them for you, and then read on that master. Because I knew this was coming up, when I woke up in the morning, I was so excited about this show that I immediately went to my phone and started looking at Ascended Masters because, even though Jean and I do this from time to time, I don't know all the Ascended Masters. And so I was just looking around and seeing who's there. And uh, I was really surprised that most of you probably know, I have a house in Japan as well as the United States. And the house in Japan is just 2 blocks away from a little shrine, kind of like a mini temple. And I was super surprised because I was looking at the list and there was Amaterasu. And that's who the shrine is to. Amaterasu is the first female goddess in Japan. And I was shocked to then see she's an ascended master and her shrine is 2 blocks from me. So that was cool.
That's amazing. It's like a celebrity right on your street.
Oh, I know. So now I have a theory. When we finally get the little house all fixed up, I'm going to ask that priest to come down and bless it. So see if Amaterasu will go over there and give it a blessing. So that will be fun.
That would be that. I mean, it just really adds that extra dimension. Our house is our sanctuary. It's our, peaceful retreat and where we, regain and renew and revive and all of these things. So it's so beautiful to have that type of blessing. It's nice to have, crystals in the house, or altars in the house, or a sage the house, or, all these different things. But to have an ascended master, a lot of people actually invite Archangel Michael to come and, um, you know, uh, sort of not live in their house, but they welcome him in their house for protection all the time.
Mhm.
It's something that I've heard done before. Um, and I just wanted to read, and you guys can Google it yourself, but I thought it was just so that we have it sort of on record what Google might say an ascended master is. So, according to Ascended Master teachings, an ascended master is a human being who has undergone the sixth initiation, also known as ascension, and is believed to be able to live in the sixth dimension. They're, they are also referred to as masters of the light, healers, or spiritual masters. And so this is really, it's pretty basic and a narrow type of um, general description. But what I knew prior to that is that anyone who was incarnated here on earth and who has reached enlightenment, like the Buddha or Gandhi, or different Jesus, Mother Mary, different people who have been here on earth and have reached enlightenment. The Dalai Lama, perhaps, I'm not sure. If that's the case, but you know, people like that. So
Mhm.
this just give you a frame of reference that they have the understanding of what it's like at during their time to be here on Earth. Um, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So what we're going to do when we choose your question. So let's start with it's a frequency, and it's a frequency says just hang on one second. Just want to take this banner down. I
Yeah.
actually did a little feedback for StreamYard, and I asked them to keep our names below when we pop up our. Where did she go?
Yeah.
Sorry, here she is. Um, when we pop up a message, our names go away, so that if somebody comes in the middle of the show, they're like, "Hey, Jean, can you ask your friend for a message?" And I'm like, "Oh," like they don't know who it is, because there's nothing that's consistently on the screen there. All
Yeah.
right, so
Well, I never noticed that, Jean. Thanks for pointing that out. That's kind of interesting.
yes, yes. So if I were to uncheck this, our
Right.
names would come up, but if we had a banner, our names would never come up, I
Oh,
don't think, but yeah. So
yeah.
anyway that's just a little housekeeping. So it's a frequency is new, and I love your crystal grid there on the earth. I love your icon. I love your energy, and I think I read your dragon one time. It's a frequency, so it's appropriate that we start here. Um, I'm gonna just pull a card. And did you want to pull cards, or we're just going to go with the cards I have?
I'm just going to go with the cards you have.
Wow.
I don't have an Ascended Master deck. I have lots of decks, just not that deck.
Mhm. So this is Ocean, Oshun,
Hmm.
Ocean. And
Mhm.
the message on there is drink more water. So let's get a message from her. Wow.
Actually, I pulled her card the other day, but I didn't realize she was Ascended Master in a different
Wow.
deck. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, Ocean, what is the message that you have for it's a frequency? The first one might take a little longer. First of all, I feel her like consoling you and um, reassuring you, like everything's going to be all right. You're doing everything that is expected, and that everything's. I just feel her like reassuring you and consoling you, and sort of like having um, a lighter um, response to maybe what we feel the energy here on earth might be. And she's like, oh, don't worry. Oh, everything's going to be just fine. Like really, really like coming from a place of reassurance, a place of um, knowing, and and a peace that she has, that is very reassuring. And she says that we are creators of our own reality. We are creators of the energy that is around us. um, be be still, she says. Be still and trust.
Wow.
So she's very sort of, yeah. So what did you get, Terry?
Well, I remembered I just pulled this card not too long ago. And Ocean is a goddess of water. And her main job is giving and receiving and keeping love flowing. So if you think about love as water, that's going to be her message, to stay in the flow. And I noticed that right away she talked about water. She's saying it's a frequency. You understand this because you know about frequencies, and you know that water helps carry frequency, and that love is a frequency as well, and that you can go into the frequency of love and help it flow longer, faster, and more. And remember that the creator, the source, is all love. So it's all love. So this is essentially, by calling in ocean, we're calling in the creator, the love flow that creates us, that allows us to operate. So embrace yourself and allow that love to flow through you.
That's
That's what I got.
wonderful. Yep. Flow. Yep. And she did also say that to bless your water before drinking it. And you can do this with Reiki, or you can set this on like a selenite, like a coaster that's made of selenite. Or if you find out which stones are safe to drink, that is, they don't have any. Well, just look up to see which stones are okay to put in water, and you can have like a strainer that you run the over crystals. Um, but definitely bless your water, even if it's just within, not just, but even if it's within intention. But that's wonderful, beautiful, and she does say drink more water on here. So thank you for that, Terry. Wow.
Well, I actually pulled up my book about it too, and the other thing that they say in the book about this particular deity is not only is she about the water, she is all about sensuality, fertility, and beauty as well. So,
Wow. Lovely. So thank you. It's a frequency. Oh, and Cody said add some sea salt to the water for extra hydration. Um, that's a good suggestion.
Mm-hmm. Especially on these really hot days. Yeah.
Shungite. Yeah, especially these really hot days. Okay. Let's see who we have next. Jenny Berlin is here. And Jenny, just say hi real quick. Um, just
I, I I did see her just not too long ago. Yep, there she is. Not at 12:13.
okay. All right. Ooh, very nice. This is Merlin. And let me just go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. This is Merlin, and it's energy healer or energy healing. Merlin the magician, also known in the King Arthur stories. Energy healing. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Mhm. I feel like he's reminding me, Jenny, that you have a an ancient aspect to yourself that is sort of reminding you of where you came from and who you truly are. I feel like you might be having memories or like nudges about past lives from ancient traditions. You may be interested in that type of um, like not maybe even in like the 1200, 1400, 1600 type of era. I do feel like he's saying that we are all magical and we are all coming into our own magical abilities, that these are all available to us and they're all coming online. And he's saying that to be magical is um, is human. To be magical is nature. To be magical um, is utilizing all of the resources that we currently have. He's saying it is not elusive. He's saying it is within all of our reach.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Terry?
Oh, I completely agree with that, man. So uh, I, started to talk. I kind of put you on my stage, then put Merlin up there on the stage, and he absolutely, yes, has an ancient connection with you. And right away, he just started talking about your magic and actually everybody's magic. That so that we are filled with magic. We forget about it. We forget that just saying some kind words to people, smiling, making a little tea for your friend. All these things are little forms of magic that we have all the time. And we have even more than that um, at our uh, call. So the other thing is that he showed me that you can add him to your spirit guide team if you would like to. He is very happy about that because I do feel like there is some deep connection here between him and you. And if you would like to call him in, he's not currently on your spirit guide team, but you could call him in because he would be happy to point out magic to you all day long. I can tell. You might even have to put a little bit of boundaries on him to like, okay, you can point out all the magic between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but after that, let me sleep. But he really, really has a strong connection to you. And he also showed me that um, some of the strongest magic that we um, can bring in is when we uncover the secrets, when we sort of peel away the matrix, when we suddenly see behind the scenes real quick. That sometimes it happens in a flash. Maybe you're outside looking at a few flowers, and suddenly just see the flower as alive, or how that we're all connected or something. That's magic. That's deep magic, when you can just suddenly see on the other side of the veil real quick. And he's going to make sure to point that out to you. So thank you for letting us read Merlin for you.
Great. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Wonderful. And he's also talking about energy healing that we're talking about with the water. Perhaps this is a theme that's going to be running through all of the messages. But just like we recommended that just setting an intention with the water, putting in some sea salt in the water, or running crystals, or having crystals in your water, or setting your glass on a selenite coaster. All of these things are energy, and accessing the energy that is you know, uh, accessible to all of us. And how beautiful! I love that card. I love that card. Good for
I,
you,
I
Jenny
felt I
Berlin.
felt that connection too. That it feels like this is water seems to be part of all this.
So Jenny says, "Thank you, Terry and Jean. I would love to add Merlin. Interesting. Yes, get a lot. She gets a lot of flashes, and she does say that she's feels like she's been in a castle before. So she's had those past life memories come through. Really interesting. Thank you very much for the feedback. Um, and let me just see.
I just noticed that uh, Ela Robichaud, I'm probably saying your name wrong. She wrote to one of the people in the chat, "I'm writing a novel and it feels like I'm channeling some of it." I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. I noticed that when I after having done this, now when I read books or watch TV or movies, I can really feel that they have channeled a muse, that there or somebody that's been channeled. And so sometimes if it's very violent stuff, I can't watch it because I don't want to channel that myself. So
And Eileen also says, I try to pass on a smile to one person every day. That's the magic that we have at our ready, for sure.
yeah, you never know what that means to somebody else.
Absolutely. Okay, so I see James Davis here. And James, just say hello. Thank you for coming. And after James, if Carrie, if you're still here, you can put your question in. So James, let's pull a card. So James, just say hello. Make sure you're still here.
He says hi.
Okay, good. You can. Oh, I'm not in the. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for coming. All right. I see one here for James.
Oh, and Lottie B, Hugs from Spirit, says she writes books too and feels like she's channeling them as well.
Wow.
Mm.
That's beautiful. So I have for James, I have Vishnu. and it
Vishnu.
says trust.
Vishnu. Ooh, Vishnu is deep. Do you want me to go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. Vishnu. Ooh, wow. I feel a lot of energy with Vishnu. Really, there's like kind of a heaviness on my head, even. Just really, really deep. So, Vishnu, what is your message for James? So, Vishnu wants you to know that you must always practice gratitude. Gratitude in all instances. Gratitude even when you're experiencing the worst points in your life. He said, even when it is not great, when things are really awful, you still have to practice gratitude because there's always learning. There's always learning to be had. And he said, you are a deep, deep scholar. Um, he's also saying something that I don't quite understand. He's saying that you have a historical connection with scholarship, with learning, with yes, very, very deep with you. That you are curious, you want to learn, but sometimes things are learned the hard way. It doesn't have to be that way, but please keep in gratitude. Keep in gratitude and keep up the scholarship, the learning, the drive, the motivation to keep finding out more and more and more about yourself and the other side.
Wonderful. Thank you, Terry. So, Vishnu is letting me know that it's important for us to, or for you and us, James, to trust your instincts, trust your internal voice, trust your um, intuition, and practice this on a daily basis with um, things that may be not so significant or not so important. Like I was saying the other day, if you wanted to have spaghetti, if you got spaghetti out and you got the meat out and you got the noodles out, and and then it got too hot by the end of the day and you're like, I don't really want to have spaghetti. I want to have like just a sandwich, a cold sandwich. But you're like, I have all this out. I'm just going to eat the spaghetti. But go with your, even just that sort of a natural instinct or inclination, or your body is telling you, you just want something cold. You don't want something hot. It's almost like with these small ways that we're being guided and steered, it's important for us to honor. Even if we put on a an outfit or something, and we say, this doesn't feel right, but I already put it on, so I might as well wear it. Honor yourself and make that change and do what it is that makes you feel right. And you'll feel the difference in the change when you honor your intuition or your guidance. It's really sometimes just that small. And it's important to have integrity and to trust yourself and to follow your own instincts like this. And he's letting you know that there's a lot of he's showing me now like the Seven of Cups in the tarot deck. There's a lot of illusion and delusion, and there's a lot of a lot of different people proclaiming many different things about one subject, and it's important for us to build our own discernment. And when we build our personal discernment, it then reflects into a societal discernment. When we build and strengthen our own, what we wear or what we eat or what we're guided to and how that feels, and when we move in the direction of our instincts or of our intuition, then we can discern things in a personal manner, and then it will also reflect out into a society. But the discernment is what he's picking up, and also overall the trust. So if we trust ourselves and build that ability to discern, we will. And it's a process. It's a journey. It's not just, building discernment and having that be the end all be all. And you can use divination for validation, or or just, building that trust within ourselves. But it's really our own vibration tells us whether or not things are in our highest good, or uh, something that we should or need to accept in our world around us. So how's that?
Oh,
Okay, so Jill says Vishnu, one of the Hindu Trinity ancient masters.
yeah.
And James says, I've been fascinated by the parallels between the ancient cultures and deities. Yeah, yeah. It's just every culture has a masculine and a feminine deity, and they run along the same lines. A lot of the traditions have the same history. Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So I have Amanda here. And Amanda, if you can just say hi, we'll do a card pull for you. And you know what? For Amanda, I'm just pulling from a little bit different. This is called Keepers of the Light.
That deck.
Mhm. And I'm just being guided to pull something a little bit different. And this was the deck that we were pulling from, is the Ascended Masters deck. But they have Ascended Masters and all different energies in this one. So this is why I was guided to this for you, Amanda. Okay. And thank you for being here and helping us out. Ooh, I love this one. And Diana, and it's focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. And this is Diana, and she is uh, a, a light worker. I think, I don't know if I'd have to find out. Um, and her message is focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So I think this was important for us to pull this for you. And look at the laurel leaves in her hair and the half moon on the top. And that's her point of ascension. That's her point of receiving that divine information from your spiritual guides. Um, Interesting.
Okay.
She's a Roman moon goddess. So I just wanted to clarify that. I wasn't sure. Mhm. So, Amanda, I feel like Diana's energy. I feel like you have had a um, experience in your lifetime that you've had to take on this warrior type of energy, and be the protector, be the strong individual to um, manage a situation or I just feel like you have this strength inside of you, and there's this you're the one who pulls the weight in the family. You're the one who pulls the weight in the group of friends. You're the one who sends out the invitations and who, gets the decorations for the party. You're the one who, without being called on, you're the one who steps up to um, be a mediator between people. There's there's something in you that there's not a shyness. There's not a you don't wait to be called on. You take action when and where you find it's needed. I feel as though this is in your motherly instinct as well, Amanda. I feel like you're fighting for your kids too for some reason. Um, you're teaching them that to be strong. And I think that when perhaps in your younger years, you either had other people doing things for you that you didn't have to do this sort of as you were coming up, but there was a point in time where you switched around 15, 16, 17. You switched and you found your strength. And from that point on, you were confident and moving forward in that degree. So Amanda is saying yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, wow. So Diana's very, very strong, strong energy, very strong feminine energy. And she comes in and she says, "Dear daughter, you know my energy. You have my energy." Um, she is showing me that in many, many ways, you're kind of fearless. That you're, especially about spiritual matters, finding your truths. You're a little bit fearless about that, and she likes that. She likes that you can find your way. She also is keeps showing me the moon, and you that I would be willing to bet that you actually like the moon quite a lot. That especially out in a full moon, you like going outside, you like being in that energy. Uh, I feel like that really appeals to you. And she says, you go ahead and don't hold back. Don't worry about being a little too direct. It's okay. You are just channeling part of my energy. It's okay to be assertive, be kind, but it's okay to also be assertive and to know what you want and go for it. Yes, she's very direct, and she's really saying that, you can really focus on what you want. And I think she's not just talking spiritually, like if there's a gift you want to develop, you can just focus on it and develop it. But I have a feeling that she's really kind of talking about manifestation here too. If there is something you want, you can focus on it, and it it will come to you eventually. So call upon her for some of that directness, for that strength. Whenever you need strength, whenever you're in a situation that things seem to be not going your way and not going well, I want you to just take a few deep breaths and just think about her. Imagine this card, because this is a great representation of her, and think about how she'd handle that situation and go for it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Moon goddess Diana, she's lovely. I really love that energy. So all the best to you, Diana. I mean, see?
Amanda.
Amanda. I almost called you
Oh,
Diana. Isn't that
well,
something?
you know, they kind of
So
they have similar energy.
I know, like a Freudian slip, right? Somebody
Yeah.
made me say it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Polly, are you here? Polly or Lottie? I know they sound similar, but let's try Polly or Lottie. And thank you everybody for being here, for asking your questions, and for commenting. You're welcome, Amanda. So Lottie is here. So let's take Lottie first. And Polly, if you're here, let us know. Lottie B says, would love a message if possible. So let me just move on with this. Oh, power of joy. Maitra. My trait. I have to look up to see how this.
Maitreya.
I know.
Yeah, Maitreya. But it's a
Buddha.
Buddha's energy.
Power
But
of joy.
look at the rainbow, the power of
Mm-hmm.
joy.
Mm-hmm. And it's also, Lottie B has a rainbow on her icon as well. But let me just look this up real quick and see how you pronounce that. Sometimes they tell you. Maitreya.
Yeah, Maitreya.
So Maitreya, power of joy. He almost seems to me like the genie, the one that gives you three wishes, and the one who is he's almost saying that you know how you would ask for three wishes, but they would turn around and be, or the first two would be detrimental. It wouldn't be what you really wanted, and the third wish would be to undo the first two wishes and to go back to what you already had. It's almost like appreciate what you have and be grateful for the surroundings, for the all of the love and blessings that you have in your life today. That to want something else and to wish for something else may be just not a, it may not be as powerful as the gratitude for what you have already here in this lifetime, if that makes sense. This is what I feel like he's saying, the power of joy. Um, so that's what I have. How about you, Terry?
Well, Maitreya, Maitreya, Maitreya.
Maitreya. Mm-hmm.
Maitreya is taking me down a slightly different path and, letting me know about joy and about the vibration of joy. But what he's really sending me into is the vibration of that rainbow. And he's showing me the chakras, that rainbow is representing the chakra colors for you and the different vibrations of these colors as you move up the chakras. So I would suggest that Maitreya is asking you to work on your chakras a little bit more, but to not work on them in such a way that you're worried about, am I getting it right? Am I doing it right? Am I really doing this? Or what does this mean? Or to just have joy in it, to just see your chakras light up with joy. Make it as simple as possible because he wants you to just feel the joy of being in alignment, of being in the flow of vibration in all those colors. So that's what I see for you. That calling upon you to work on your chakras a little bit, but enjoy.
Absolutely, Lottie B. That's beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's see what she had to say. I hadn't thought of that connection of the chakras and the rainbow. Interesting. Good. Okay. Thank you, Lottie B. I don't think Polly came around. Is LNG or Rush? LNG or Rush? I know. You're welcome, Lottie B.
Oh, thank you, T. Lynn. I just noticed your message.
Very nice. Thank you. Okay, Rush is here. Whoop, whoop. Thank
Okay.
you. So we're going to take Rush's question, and I still have Polly um, in the wings. If she comes in, let us know. And was it LNG in the wings?
Good. LNG's here.
So who is?
LNG's here.
Okay, so LNG, you'll be next. All right. So Rush says she would like a message. And I'm just saying she, we don't know, but I'm just saying she, so that we don't fumble over all that. All right. Ooh, take charge of this situation, Moses.
Moses. Woo.
Take charge of this situation. I feel like this is your own energy, your own power. It was like taking back your power, taking standing up for yourself, and sort of reinforcing those boundaries and taking back your power. Um, And that just means if we have a commitment that we feel obligated, and we're like, oh, well, I told them I would do it every, Saturday morning, and but it's not working out for you anymore. It's important for you to do what works best for you at this point in time, so that you can take back your power. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay not to fulfill other people's requests before your own requests. Make sure you do your own energy balancing and your own nutrition before you go out and give somebody else. But they're also saying that this is important for you to make your connections. The Moses is really looking up to the stars, to the heavens. And I feel as though you working on your connection with your spirit guides, and even just the higher realms, the spiritual realms, even if it's just your angels, even if it's just the next dimension and not have anybody specific. Just be open and connected, and stay aware. I feel as though you are also getting synchronicities, and you have experiences. I feel like you are either a Reiki, you already have done Reiki or some sort of energy healing, and or that you work with crystals and tarot. I'm sorry, yeah, crystals and tarot, and that you have this familiarity, and it's almost like outside of you, and they want you to take it in and work with it in here, and almost heal thyself before that you heal others. And this is sort of like taking your power back, making sure that you're balanced, making sure you have the connection, making sure you are in alignment with what you're eating or what you're choosing before you go out and promise to others. It's almost like that boundary kind of thing. I hope that
Mhm.
makes sense to you, Rush. Let me know if that makes any sense.
Well, my reading's the same way, all about the boundaries. So the first thing is Moses comes in and he says, I wasn't a wimpy person at all. He said, I wasn't like a holy, you know, person that was weak or mamby-pamby about things. I was a strong leader. I had good boundaries. And he's basically he keeps talking to me about boundaries, that there is deep kindness in setting strong boundaries. So I have a feeling that he's actually talking about not just like spiritual things in your life. Maybe there's something going on in your life where that you're you're finding yourself needing to put up some boundaries or something, because he's saying strong boundaries are a kindness. When a person knows, or an animal, let's think about it like a pasture or corral, knows that they can't go outside of this boundary, that they feel safer and more secure. And I had strong boundaries, but I was kind about them, but I was firm about them. And you must do that too. Um, Draw upon my energy if you're having trouble mustering up that kind of energy, or where you're going to devolve and go back into feeling sorry for somebody. Remember to be kind, but to be firm. So that's what I got.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rush. Thank you very much. And Diane G says, you can be kind and still have boundaries. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. It's important to have that balance. So thank you very much, Rush. And Rush said they enjoyed the reading. And Ellen G is next. Oh, Rush says, thank you very much, Terry.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ellen G, need guidance. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna pull a. I didn't realize, but we're gonna pull a Ascended Master card for you, and you know maybe I'll do the Keepers of the Light for you, Ellen G. I just feel like there's a little bit more lightness to this reading. Ah, of course, it's Gaia, Earth connection. Be
Oh,
mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. And it's Gaia, Earth connection. So the grounding is healing for you. Crystals are healing for you. Gardening, or um, maybe your fur babies, all your pets are grounding for you. Um, Perhaps you spend a lot of time in the higher realms or meditating, and they want you to make sure that you're grounding the information and the energies that you're feeling in to help to. I think it disperses and shares the frequencies when we feel, and we get a download, or we get information, or we get um, an upgrade of some sort, is as long as, if we ground it, it it almost like it keeps it contained in our physical body, because if not, it might float away, and it not only can stays within our physical body, but when we ground it to Gaia, it also floats out to others around us. She's saying that being outside, being of the earth, near the earth, with your crystals, with your pets, this is a very healing thing for you and your energy. I feel like you may be feeling the changes of your energy. I'm not sure. You did say you're 74, but you may be feeling a little bit of a lightness or a ungroundedness. But she's just saying that even if you focus and close your eyes and focus on your feet flat on the floor, and imagine that you're sending a root down to Gaia through the floor that you're sitting, that you're through the room of the floor of the room that you're in, all the way through the foundation of the building that you're in, all the way down to the center of the earth, and the earth will turn around and come back and send you back that healing energy. It can be through intention as well, if you're not able to actually walk on any grass or do any gardening, but you're pets are also grounding, crystals are grounding, things like this. So,
well, the message I'm getting from Mother Gaia is that the first thing she comes out with is, thank you for being with me. Thank you for your time on earth, that you've been so long with me. And um, she's again talking about grounding, because she's saying, uh, you are a beacon. In other words, now in your lifetime, you're a beacon. You pull in others' energy, you put out energy. So some of the energy you're putting out is sustaining and nourishing Mother Gaia. Just your energy, just the frequencies you're putting out around you. And so in that way, she does want you to put a little more trust that things are going to be going all right. And the other thing that she showed me is actually something that I do, that I learned from Val K. When you have some meditation time or prayer time or whatever, you can imagine yourself sitting on the earth, just like Jean is talking about, and then uh, going down and borrowing some of Gaia's holy green light to ground you. And that way, you're also strengthening this connection with her of being a beacon, that your energy is nourishing her and she is nourishing you. So that's what I got.
wonderful, Ellen. Thank you, Terry. So did any of the others? So I don't think Polly's here anymore. And I, who did we say was next?
Oh,
Um, is Arlene or Visual Thinker still here? Arlene Forney or Visual Thinker? You're welcome, Ellen G. Okay, Visual Thinker is here. And hi, Akila.
hi,
Nice
Akila.
to see you. All right, Visual Thinker is here. Keep an eye out for Arlene. And then after Arlene, if Lori Hunsinger is still here. So Arlene or Lori. Okay, so Visual Thinker, Sandy, she said would love a card pull. Excellent. Oh, is this who it is? Look, it says come out of the closet, but is this her? Is this her?
Amaterasu! Yay!
Amaterasu. That's her. This is who Terry was introducing us to. But and her message is come out of the closet. And I think that means your spirituality, your magic, your beliefs, your awareness of the higher dimensions, your awareness of the frequencies and the dimensions that are the human evolution, the evolution of Earth, and the increase of from 3D to 4D to 5D. And it's almost like let this be known, and it's there's more people, I think, more aware of this ascension, more of this awakening, more of this awareness, more of this higher frequency realms or dimensions coming in close to Earth, and we're all coming online or coming on board with this. And I think that this is what she's talking about with coming out of the closet. I feel as though I do believe that you do work in the metaphysical field, and there aren't very many people who you may not speak to about this, but I just that's what I'm getting for you. How about you, Terry?
Well, I'm also wondering, just based on what you just read, is if it means becoming more bold, to just not so much stepping out of the closet as coming out way more bold in what she currently does. But so I am going to get in touch with Amaterasu. What message do you have for visual thinker? Well, she just kind of wants to continue that same message. She said, remember that I had to change frequencies and adapt many, many times because what you might not know is Amaterasu is the first goddess of Japan. She and her husband walked out of the ocean and put her foot on land and came onto land, and their shrine, they are enshrined at Izmo in Japan. And Izmo is a temple that's very hard to get to. And my mother-in-law, who goes to many, many shrines, I mean, she's like a shrine connoisseur. When we suggested going to Izmo last time we were there, she said, "Oh, you don't go to Izmo. Izmo calls you." And so in pulling this card, so Amaterasu is pulling you. She's making a very deliberate effort to talk to you. And the other thing I want to let you know is that a female goddess, a female deity in Japan is incredibly rare, but incredibly powerful. And she wants me to talk about her Izmo, her shrine there. When I went to Izmo at the shrine, and I stood in front of where she is enshrined, it was very powerful. It felt lots of tingle. Even right now, I'm feeling the tingliness of it. But I noticed one really, really weird thing happen. Every man that walked up to her shrine, they didn't say anything, but every single one of them put their hands up like this and went like this. And then, like, walked away. I don't know what that meant. You will have to figure out what maybe that meant, but no woman did it. Only the men did it. So Amaterasu has some sort of huge power over men. So Amaterasu, what do you want to say to visual thinker? What is the really deep message here? So be strong in the divine feminine power. Call upon me when needed. Um, she's saying, think about. It's as if you want to imagine her following you around, like behind you, following you around, and that you are one of her students. There's a better word for that, but she's one of you are one of her students. She's standing right behind you, and so you can borrow her spirit, her power. You can you of course want to impress your teacher too. So think about her like that she's around you doing that. And um the other thing that Amaterasu is saying is that you can give out blessings, um using that power and gift from her, that you are allowed to go around blessing things. Okay, there you go.
Wow, that's just so powerful. I'm so happy that we pulled that one for you, visual thinker. And how appropriate is that? Lovely, beautiful reading. So Eileen is next, and I don't know if uh, Denise or Jessica are still here, and I understand that it's a little over an hour. Oh gosh, she said, "Oh, give blessings out." I like that. Oh, she says that's so exciting, men. Yes, I call on her to help me to be brave and be my mentor. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So Eileen is here, and Denise or Jessica, if either one of you are here, you can just, okay, Jessica's still here. Thank you. All right. So Eileen, let's pull a card for Eileen. Oh, Baba G, yoga.
Ooh.
Connect to the stillness within your soul. And this is like the heart of your soul, the seed of your soul, the pineal gland, that innermost glow, that nugget of gold, that spark of divine light. And um, this is where they want you to focus. They want you to be still and to focus on your power within, the connection to your higher self. They want you to connect and it's almost like, you know how I always say there's like this ego side and this spiritual side. They want you to open that up so that you can be guided and be more in balance and not sort of affected by the ego external world, but have this internal knowing or direction or guidance within you. And they said it's here for you. All you need to do is to quiet, still yourself, and focus, and perhaps even doing some mudras, if not doing some yoga poses that are comfortable for you to do. Um, I'm not gonna. I don't want to prescribe anything that is going to take you out of your comfort zone there. But even mudra, even the pose that he has in his hands, with all of the fingertips touching and holding them in this pose. They want you to focus within and look at his eyes. Oof.
Ooh.
Okay. How about you, Terry?
Well, Baba G is in looking at that card. He's really having me focus on the third eye, that right here, right here. That lovely jewel he has on his head is representing the third eye. And what I'm getting from him is that he is going to help strengthen your third eye. He wants you to, however you interact, for me, the third eye is like visions. They really show me visions. And the interesting thing also about my particular third eye is that it is the one connection sometimes I'm granted to use to see the future. It's very rare, even for me, to see the future. So this is something that he is saying that you can do, that he's going to help you have a better way of taking in spiritual information and putting it back out. That he wants you to be more confident in the visions or the feelings, however, whatever your clair is, that the knowing, and knowing that sometimes they're giving you little heads up about the future. Like, I would not doubt if that you are going to have dreams about, oh, something's going to happen, and then you're going to you're going to know, and it's going to happen. So I think he's strengthening that for you.
Wow. She says, I do get intuition hits. And she says, when I bring my hands close, I can feel the energy pulsing between them. That's amazing, Eileen. That's wonderful. and she said that focusing inside on that divine spark is really hard for her, and it is for
Mhm.
a lot of us because it just is a training. And she says, I am trying, as that is where I get the inspiration from my novel and the power to overcome my fear and work on my novel. That's right. That's
Mm.
exactly right. And perhaps this is why he's here, is just to remind you. It's
Wow,
a
and to
discipline.
strengthen that, to
Mhm.
strengthen your ability to write your novel.
But she
Wow.
said she already gets these hits, and she sends the white light. Aw,
Okay.
that's I love that. That's beautiful. That is a very, very strong intention. And make sure that when you send the white light, that you imagine yourself being filled with this white light, and then imagine everyone else being filled with this white light. Always include yourself. But all the best to you, Eileen. How wonderful. Hi, Starfish Jenny. Nice to see you. Okay, so Terry, we are over an hour. Would you like to stop here and let
Uh,
everybody know what might be coming up next?
let's do one more.
Oh, all right. Terry says one more. Jessica Lynn, I believe, said she was here. Okay, so that will
Oh,
do it for today. Jessica Lynn, here she is. See, she says, I'm here.
yeah.
I know she asked way back, way back in the beginning of the
Oh,
show. But
thank
thank you,
thank you for
everybody.
staying so long, Jessica.
I know, but we all get messages from all of them. Aw, Pearl girl, maybe next time. She said I would like one. And I see that she's new. And Eileen just followed up and said, I sometimes forget to include myself in that white light.
I
Wow, interesting.
yeah.
All right, so Jessica Lynn. Jessica Lynn. So, oh, there's two here. I don't know if that's,
Oh,
let me just put them out and check with my pendulum.
okay.
Um, is this one meant for Jessica to be read? I'm getting a yes. Was this one meant to for Jessica to be read? I'm getting a no. So I'm putting the no back. And if both of them said yes, I would have read both of them. Ooh, Lady Nada, mother, wife, sister, daughter.
Sorry.
Terry, do you know her?
No, but she showed up big time in that little bit of, in the morning when I woke up and was looking at things. She kept showing up, but with no link to find out more about her. And again, she's got that kind of Mother Mary energy going on. And so I'm surprised she showed up because I hadn't encountered her much until today. So,
Mother, wife, sister, daughter, Lady Nada. It's that divine feminine energy. And I feel like she's very much accessible in the sense that she isn't like, she's in the sixth dimension, but she's not unobtainable. She's not unreachable.
okay.
She's here helping and working with all of us. I'm not sure, Jessica Lynn, if you have a daughter yourself. I do feel as though you long for a feminine connection that is unconditional love. I think that if you don't mind me saying, Jessica Lynn, I feel like maybe some of the female uh, influences in your life may have let you down in some way or another. And I feel like you long for that trust, that unconditional love trust, and that trust that is like a vault. You need somebody with a vault because you need somebody that you can talk to and relate to and share with and get things out. And you there's not a female in your life at this moment that is able to be trusted with that, with your deepest, darkest, you know, thoughts and emotions. She said, yes, Jean, that's very true. And she does not have a daughter. Okay. Um, but I feel as though that you perhaps think, oh, if I only had a daughter, then she would be the one I could relate to, or she would be the one who I could entrust myself, my thoughts and my
Yes.
I don't know what my thoughts and feelings, and sort of like even your your doubts, like letting somebody know that the things you're not sure of, or the things that you are afraid of, like your vulnerability. It's really hard to hold all of these things for yourself, because we really need to have like an outside, or sometimes it's beneficial to get an outside opinion or reflection of what we're saying. And I can let you know that it's not always only, I mean, a female, entrusted female energy to share things with is beautiful, but there are males in this world that can also hold that position for you. I'm not sure if you have like a grandmother, um, or even like a friend or a neighbor that you trust. It's yeah, they're saying that you are they're saying you are an island to your own thoughts and feelings and experiences, and you do wish you had somebody to bounce these things off of each and every day when you have these occurrences. And that she wants you to know to call on Lady Nada. She wants you to call on Lady Nada and speak to her. And who Lady Nada is she's telling me she's your higher self. She is the voice of reason, the voice of guidance, the voice of wisdom that you have inside of you, or that you have connected to you through your divine spark. It is your higher self, and she says, reach out to me, and she'll help you to make that connection, to get that guidance from your higher self. But you can call out to her as a surrogate to that. How about you, Terry?
Well, Lady Nada, ooh, she's been doing some stuff over here. So first of all, when I got in touch with Lady Nada, she's gentle, very, very gentle. She's all those things, you know, mother, grandmother, daughter, aunt, crone. She's everything, but she's a very gentle energy. And so as I was trying to really tune into her and like listen to you, she took me to your Akashic records. Now I'm not in your Akashic records. I'm I'm kind of looking at what the structures they show me about Akashic records. Like I see your life like the tree of life. And what Lady Nada did is that she went back into your past lives and started drawing out the spirits of all your female ancestors, your grandmothers, your great grandmothers, your aunts, your friends, your best friends, all of those things. And I saw them come out slowly walking like they were in church, like they were accolades. So again, very calm energy. And I saw them walk around and circle your life. And so I asked her, what does this mean? And she says she may now draw upon the energy of all her female ancestors. All of the energy is there waiting for her to use it anytime she wants. So that's what I got.
She says, oh, wow, I will do that. I need to learn more about Lady Nada. Wonderful, Jessica Lynn. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oof. That was good. Very much needed. Very much needed. So thank you very much, Jessica Lynn, and everybody who is, oh, sorry, it's a, who is here and supporting everybody. And she says, oh, wow, that's beautiful, Terry. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Thank you for
accessible to
letting
us.
us read you. That's wow.
That was fun. So, Terry and I both are available for private readings, and we do many different things. We do mediumship. We can connect to your angels and your guides and um, do spiritual journeys. And Terry does the Akashic Records. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Akashic Record readings?
Yeah. I can do Akashic Records readings. Um, I don't necessarily, we can always look at past lives, but I could always look at past lives even before I could read Akashic Records. So usually you would book me for Akashic Record readings if you wanted to know about this life or had interest in something being healed in this life, something spiritual or emotional. So that's generally what I can do with the Akashic records. It's, you can meet your guides, your sorry, not guides, Akashic records masters. That's one thing, as I like introducing people and starting the conversation. They are very chatty and they have your best interest in mind. So that's a lot of fun. I like it about the about now. I want to know about now. So
And how can they find out more about how to book a reading?
they can go to kiguruspiritualjourneys.com and book a reading. And I think you can find that link on my YouTube page too. So um,
And I
yeah.
have both of her links in the description box below. And I am not. I am also taking private readings, and it's just on psychicgene.com. And it's lovely to. I have some psychic fairs coming up in the next couple of weeks. In fact, it's next Saturday. Is it the 13th and the 20th? It's the next 2 Saturdays. I have two psychic fairs back to back. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I think Linda, who is in the chat, is going to try and come to either the Columbia or Annapolis. And I think Annapolis is first and then the Columbia show. But I'm looking forward to both of those. And Terry, what do you have? Are you going to be having another show coming up soon?
I am going to be on, actually, I have a fair coming up on the 13th as well. So I will be in Arlington, Washington at, I don't remember the name of the event, but it's the Metaphysical Market. And I will be reading there. It is, believe it's free to come in, and then you can there's lots of good vendors there. It's a lot of fun. And also, I'm going to be on with Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot on the 14th. And I probably have a few more things since then, but uh, it's been a busy week and I've been a little bit out of sorts. So I don't remember all the things I'm supposed to be doing right now. So
That's all right. That's all right. They know where to find you. Absolutely. And it's Kiguru Spiritual Journeys. It's their YouTube page, and you can find out what's coming up there as well. Um, so on I later on this evening, I have Ginger Faye coming in, and we're going to be doing some really fun, lighthearted readings. And that's at 6:30 Eastern and 3:30 Pacific. And then tomorrow, I have the amazing Mark, the Spirit Whisperer, coming on my channel tomorrow, Saturday, in the early afternoon, 12:30 Eastern, which is 9:30 Pacific. So come on over and see us either tonight or tomorrow. We're going to have lots of fun with lots of reading. So if you didn't get yeah, look who's here. Oh my gosh, Ginger Faye popping in to say hi.
this is your high
Sending things.
finger. Yay. But look, there's something else. T Lynn is near Painfield, which is just, I would say right now, about maybe a mile north of me.
Wow.
and not so hard to drive to Arlington.
Wow. Isn't that funny that you're in the state of Washington and I'm just outside of Washington, D.C., and you have an Arlington out there, and there's obviously an
Right.
Arlington around here. It's so funny, all of these synchronicities. But yeah, so Terry is in the Northwest in near Seattle for her psychic fairs, and I'm in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area for my psychic fairs, in case anybody I say these names like everybody knows where Annapolis and Columbia are, but yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, Annapolis.
I
Annapolis,
I
Maryland.
feel like between
Mhm.
you and I, we got both coasts covered.
Mhm. I'll post it in my community page so everybody can have the the address there. Um, yeah. And I do have it already on Facebook, but I'm going to post it on my YouTube as well. But thank you again, everybody. And thank you, Terry Suzuki, for coming and doing Ascended Master readings. We really enjoy connecting to the Ascended Masters and bringing through the enlightening and the beautiful divine guidance that they have for all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.